It's quite another beautiful morning, and all thanks to God for keeping us alive. As the saying goes, it is only the living that can give thanks to God, and thus all thanks must be given to God. Association with Chinese firm. Riders to that effect, Ogun State created problem for federal government to deal with. This is coming from the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and we also have states should never sign international deals without recourse to France. Still on the front page of the Matrix newspaper, presidential unit begins nationwide engagements to address food security challenges. Still on the front page of the Matrix newspaper, NOx trail federal government's importation policy. Bandit leaders enforce peace in Zamfara villages. Riders to that effect allow villagers access to farms, stop levies, defend affected areas against rival attacks. Police admit decrease in attacks. And we now move over to the front page of the First News newspaper. Nigeria's escalating insecurity. Anambra reels from kidnappings, killings. Commissioner, wife abducted, aide killed in Abuja highway attack. Another rider to that effect. Another 8 abducted, 12 injured at traditional ceremony in Orumba. Still on the front page of the First News, over 20 medical students abducted in Benue State. We'll move from there to the Saturday Punch, where Weekend Trust, where we have a header there, tussle with Chinese firm. How a mismanaged deal is costing Nigeria fortunes. And from there to the Saturday Vanguard, screaming header, 21 million naira jumbo allowances. Federal lawmakers should be prosecuted. This is coming from a cross-section of Nigerians. Still on the front page of the Saturday Vanguard, we have 15-year-old wins top honor for skin cancer breakthrough. Details of this on page 18 of the Saturday Vanguard. Still on the front page, Saturday Vanguard, marijuana smokers prone to head and neck cancers. You can get details of this on page 18 of the Saturday Vanguard. From there, we'll move to the Saturday Independent, where we have a header, why Supreme Court must enforce compliance on functions. Punch Sports Extra, where we have FIFA ranking. Super Falcons remain first in Africa. And with that, we've come to the end of the newspaper review segment. Just on your screen, we'll be looking at the exchange rates, foreign exchange rates, as at 10 a.m. 17th August 2024. And with that, I'll say don't go away as our newspaper analysis segment comes up in just some few seconds. Please stay tuned.
Implied that Ambassador himself was not too free. It's that kind of thing. So we have a logjam, I should think. But we shouldn't allow it to continue, really. I mean, this jumbo package. In a depressed economy, that's my worry. I mean, the economy is not doing well, obviously. All kinds of ill will from the electorate and from the Nigerian people. In fact, it becomes obvious that there's a gap. There's a big yawning gap between the senators and the people they lead. The people they represent.
And so, what are the reasons that maybe ask that question? Who's going to do the prosecution? The judiciary, is it constitutionally right for them to dabble into the affairs of the national? Do not forget that viewers out there that the thoughts and visions of Emmanuel Legariba will be coming up later today, and yes, we are going to throw so much light as regards the issues, these burning issues that we are facing now. We are talking about the jumbo allowances, and well, quite some good news. It's not always bad news, things that would annoy the viewers out there. No, the Falcons, as regards FIFA ranking, are now number 1 in Africa. Sir, sports now. This is your terrain.
Yes,
this
is my turf. Is my terrain. Yes, I have so many terrains, but of course, sports built me up. While I was in service as a young man, but I'm happy. I'm happy. It's good news. Yes, we usually be talking about jumbo packets and all sort of things all the time. Those are negative things. But now something positive. You can see the screaming. Oh, you can't see it on the screaming headline, but it's there, tucked away somewhere on top. All right. They are number 1 in Africa. What really amazes me is that the ladies are doing better than the men. Super Falcon, Super Eagles, just oppose them. The Super Eagles have lost their positions, far behind. Far behind. And I guess this is not good enough.
Well, on this note, I will say don't go away as we just take this little break. The morning drive continues in just a moment. We actually discuss
look at the issue of coaches for the Super Eagles. We can't even get our acts together as far as the coach is concerned, and this is important. We need to build confidence into the boys. I mean, look at countries like Morocco and the rest. They are top, but Nigeria is down below. So it's very regrettable. It's very regrettable, and I think that it has to do also with sports administration generally in this medal. So almost simultaneously, administrator, that's when they have more money. Yes, and a lot of our foreign coaches have often cried out that they go around the bend to get some largesse and things like that. Yes, why can't we, just like in agriculture, let us grow what we eat and eat what we grow. They don't get their due, something that is not commensurate with the kind of job they are doing. All right, but that's on one side of the issue. The second leg of the issue is that we don't have professional football in this country, which is unfortunate. We don't. I mean, all we're doing is amateur football. We don't have, even though we have professional league associations, all sorts of things. But we don't have real professional football. Because if you go to countries like Tunisia or even Egypt, South Africa, they have professional football, respected professional football. All right. Who are the foreign players that want to come to Nigeria to come and play in our league? Our league is still very much substandard, I must say. First of all, we don't have the facilities. We don't even have the coaches for the local players. And we don't have the spectatorship. Right. Every Saturday, today is Saturday, for instance, people are tuning to the Premiership rather than watch local matches, because
State police.
Mercifully, it's a constitutional issue. Okay, because you see, when you have the chief executive by constitution, who is the chief security officer, it means that that state should have his own police force, for example. I mean, it happens abroad anyway. You even have county police in some countries. So it is essential.
Okay.
It's quite essential, because that will create room for proper security and I'm a member of the Police Community Relations Committee, for instance. I mean, these are the issues thrown up all the time. That, look, we must have state police, community policing, because it will help the regular police, by the way, and it will be less burden on them, all right, so that they can face other duties appropriately, right?